Kaja with some movie aquaba about 1911 TV channel and 1911 TV about no subscribe now I share no demand dance and out of 4 I think I catch you me as a bar has food channel my authentic stories are Unyan baby as an 1911 TV subscribe you share anything that's the first time I share video now mess also share video now was subscribe also subscribe we able to say I don't remember me I don't manage so a basa anytime you ever drop video piano also sabit maka no hu sem pa di Facebook aswe eba na the bia say the meka asase de japade yes asase abeda hono e wo je kutuku they say the new transact when is legal here chichite no etiti for any movie ba etimi so pass asase bia side ya opebia wo je kutuku no but offer numbers na wo screen asena e be bo na won say timi aka asase abeda amasa man any media info no so be so dey filling stage so dey school am pacho offer numbers na wo screen asena e be bo na so won say timi aka na so maybe a person dey bia no also otimi e dey asase na kaswa so yes ofanko kaswa e kwan so asase abeda wono 2 bedroom self contained kama pa abeda wono ma asase no 80 by 100 30 measurement na we sisi na ka measure ke be 1.5 plot but it's a ton 1 because it's measurement and one the assassin so pass as 3 bedroom story building na and also ton honum yes and I say ton yes and also ton honum your fence ni kama what you say your fence ni kama assassin you registered the document na kan auto ya ni dia kama dia kan ho ama na so wotimi e dey do person dey bia nti assassin dia ho hia nti bomodin na friend numbers na wo screen as no na yintimi eni ho nkomo na so je assassin no e fa ye wo japade na nya bia no pass dia na ye fu bia ho nkomo aye dey bro yes ensensem ni bebre na ba na obeka ya be 2 days ni ana be to bia say to bia fe de ho himpon akopim e wo fu bia house a o ko inspect the adwuma e koso e wo fu bia house no pempen so ma ye wi ma ye du be dia tan mo share so be ye wi no o ma ye ni mom ka so be yom no o ma ye to ko so o ko hwe de akoso e wo fu bia house ye hon pictures no but e hon sensem kakra na wo say yeti no ye nyante e na ya bo ya do resu ya bo rem suko na ya potin sem ne ya hwe emu bia ho be hia se supporters no yes e be ma yesu yate na ye hu adwuma papa no ebo adwuma e matim no o has ho dadwene ate ha dadwene e dane so what I say o vision matim no eti no na yesu ye hu nyuma pa on so bo na etimi support no what I say to be obo adwuma kama nema ba ko bi nkofu bi ase omo aran anana nkofu supporters any comfortable with Togo no me say support bia o Ghana ha na say how to support bia because o problem with how and I say to be in person you justify a control book club no brand but all the same no you say the work cancel versus an no am supporters akuma tom yem no yes say be balance supporters no akuma tom yem na dwuma no tima ko say no ehye no I say na shase ya eba na phobia house no yes papa ko dru ho no what the same bitu ya what I say and so what the two ya the kind o ma yehu the number of offices e wo dynamo any initially I do not fire say na come say dan pa no munya rooftop no omuye helipad what I say helipad yes helipad e wo hono helipad e ba bia helicopter e ba what I say beti messi na in case omunya ahoho bi fi wafiam e ba no mu didi nkomo na so odom kopo my project na e hono ma no mafa so no na helipad na obenya helicopter kitu bi esi hono ma do na ko mafa na pa mdo mani action e wo problem na ko do mako e do maba se be ya traffic e wo krum no what I say basa na e mutima adoje da traffic na ma bibia e kama ayi school te basa va nipa na woni team no e deal no because abagana aba asufu oni hatufu ke be business na e didin kuma office no ya ko office kama woni hu kwa no woni age na ye we say we enko chire project bi e wo problem ye na ye do aforo na helicopter sistro na ya fa na ye do akọ problem ye we say do aba kama abawa stress bi anim no na ke be ya den ke be boa asufu team no odo so munya nye no but with time no yes more so yes that bi no on be sad nti esema Togbe Afede a kind if helipad no asem no any rooftop no e ho asem no
floor you see chairman CEO director's office and some supporting admin office you see so you realize that then we'll have so much surplus space at commercial center so we can expand the commercial activities there and remember that we'll have so much office space like women as well. where indeed most of the activities will be happening. Invariably. Because here is more like, a point to connect to the city and activities that, but the real football operations, Pokemon. So there will be so much space. So this is really forward looking. And as I said earlier, at one time we thought we can have a rooftop, okay, like above this rooftop, and a roof further above, which would be like have a helipad. When you are going to Pomian, you don't have to go through all the traffic. But when we have visitors from abroad, we keep a small helicopter there, fly you to Pomian and back.
Like delegation from Cincinnati.
Delegation from Cincinnati. You don't have to go through all the traffic. We have our meetings. At our meeting, just go up there and then Pomian.
The way I am saying, my team owner, and I say team or the 2 years if I have to and she say, any offices are a phobia house in Mono. Now you're trying some to to be studied 2 years. Actually, I said, Sanya ma away, what I say, a beboa, I'm a sponsorship, what I say, a beboa, I'm a sponsorship, because you man away and say, no, has to food as a big company to say has to food. Nearly so a sponsorship, and also see between a sponsorship. Now, when your sponsorship are brand we are. Poa multi-media sponsorship ebe support the way net poa because so you nema kama na obiba na person ni ye adwuma obehwe nema wo anyhow na emesi koso a wokaso for $1 billion per na obeba ada behemtin to be e kan sem kakra for sponsorship no yenkutie ho asem.
You see, it's also good for brand building, image building that will enhance our commercial value and make it more attractive to sponsors. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you cannot divorce the technical bit from the commercial bit. They are inseparable. They are like twins. They have to work together. You see, because without the resources, you can't support the technical. You get me? If you look at the payroll of the likes of Sundowns, there's some players who earn almost $40,000 a month. You see what I'm saying? You can't continue to pay on average $1,000–$1,500 a month and expect to compete with those who are paying $40,000 a month. So we need to enhance the commercial aspect. Extremely important. If we are not happy about what happened in Cote d'Ivoire, then we should appreciate what we are doing here. If we are not happy about what happened in Cote d'Ivoire, the more reason we should appreciate what Has is doing.
We any say ma team na to Afede or can a fast sponsorship no and was I added to just say dear has folk no what I say Pobiman a phobia house commercial center there has folk no yeah Cincinnati for no more has no more partnership no Cincinnati for no buy Hoffian for no buy obehu no omone gye and our tada to coach the new coach of Abano on be hu no the near because coach why you do big clubs all over the continent why you do Morocco, why you know Congo, Nima Bebre, what has a hating in our way more. But I was coaching this and some the has food, coach in the Yati pass, so tell me now, or Moniaja, or Macan simply, Afade, Juma, El Coso, has food, Yinti, and some to Afede, a fast answer and Semneso.
Our new coach, who's been all over, extremely appreciative of Pobiman. He's been at Pip Mazembe, he's been at WAC. Okay, Congo. He's been in Congo, he's been in Haiti and all of that. He appreciates. Not many of the clubs he has worked with have anything close to Pobiman. They said even, video showed it and passed around some of these colleagues and they were all very appreciative. You see, yeah. So this is all very much forward looking, laying the foundation for future development. It's got to be appreciated. You see, look, Accra will not be available to us again. We're just short of facilities. Has us to look for a place to play next weekend and subsequent weekends because of these Africa Games. You see all the last many pressures that are going on to get Legon ready. To get what's the name of the Boteman ready, for a country that we claim to love football, we have nothing. People who don't appreciate what you are doing here, they don't know where the game is going. They have no idea. You see, how far we're here, this night they were very appreciative. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, people like Montari, very appreciative. He's been all over the place. Very appreciative what we're having. And more recently, as I said, our coach, our new coach, who has been at Champions League winning sides, he just is so happy about what we are doing.
You bet you that you food about new advanced medical laboratory. You can't new advanced medical laboratory. And I say, baby, a young woman, a dear amount for the friend, a John Collins, men have done new advanced medical laboratory. Now, about new advanced medical laboratory, a Monday will be a wasi. To say one call hospital, I was a coin with the moon, and I shot the crowd. How as an ammo true, Sabe personal by new advanced medical laboratory. Yea, Tia True Moja, a Yushimu, and Mam, you must say, Bibia, a okay. Sansona, a Basibia, home care service, Bibinti, Untimba new advanced medical laboratory. What one Safraya, a bow few near Babatico blood sample, and as I did Biara, I was saying, find ye Emma would love as a Nipabiano, a Baba Biama, a Basibia, premarital screening. To say a worry for Monamo Quaco warrior. If it be premarital screening, the best labs number Sibia, but you're compatible and someone you're compatible. A so medical screening for travelers and also new advanced medical laboratory. Yeah, dear who ye pa. So lab request and I said your manacas be over to quantum by medical here. You're baying now. And if a bad, sorry, what one suffer say new advanced medical laboratory, Mumra, and Mumba, ya Pumping MIA, and so yeah, dear who parentino. You go to an na yɛ aba maso yɛ na baby a yɛ de o sɛ yɛ ma bi na yɛ ama no ana afei ba se bi a institution sɛ schools ɛno so no yɛ betimi ayɛ ana sɛ dwumakuo bia workers bia no yɛ betimi aba hɔ aba be ya ama new advanced medical laboratory sɛ nene da wate yɛn ka baby a behu yɛn ɛwɔ awoshi anya market yɛne Ghana National Fire Service ɛbɛn ho ahoma a yɛde yɛ adwuma ɛyɛ 0530 405 500 0530 405 500 and I say 0530 366 755 0530 366 755. You can say new advanced medical laboratory.
We guarantee 100% quality.
We ain't to be kind. Yes, I'm on for because I need to be oh yeah, they know be appreciate here. What I say, I need to be a hard thing. But coach nearby, I'll be who to be a no, or appreciate it since 94 by no, often for by home in a soon time. I appreciate the papa now. And none of my papa's sense of encouragement be said no, the way no at the pan way. The money to us, say you bet my more a mass of folks. No, it may fair to me a quadrum now. All kind that has to folk to mediano, a baby, a phobia house, any time probably my so it will be to me. I every what I say, every come on, no be a timako was no. Or in Tinsima, to govern so kind, if I come up, baby. Phobia house no more money actually for Manamako Wipo minus in Tismoka farm.
So we'll get this done within the next 2 weeks. Then we focus on getting Popman also ready. Hopefully another 1 to 2 months at most. Some of the contracts have let us down. You know, yeah, unlike these guys who truly have worked to schedule. You know, because at first you promised to do within like 10 months maximum. Of course, but you know, the country went through difficulties. We also went through difficulties. Funding these things during COVID, you know, it's not a child's play. And during a debt crisis, it's not a child's play. You know, very, very tough. You see, very, very tough. We could have finished probably, yeah, a little bit earlier, you see. But we haven't done too bad. You broke the walls, you broke the old one in May. In May 2022, 2022. So this is not too bad. It's not too bad. Well, yeah, so it's not bad at all. You see. So that's it.
Yes, we need some to get for the Ekafa timer. Maybe a phobia house no. Now, what do we actually put my normal career program so a Jumane or now, we know Obeka, Mebeka Stadium, Musem Excel, what I say, and to be a confirmé stadium, no Hassam, any mini stadium, no, da beya da on be hyase ene do be yo minister of stance no be hyehye no ene wo na ye twa fa Pobiman ho no be kakra no be din se invite you say bra Pobiman be hweti ni ana say bra be cover bibia wo ye sentroni kwa na ye fro say bra be cover bibia be din so binya access akɔhwɛ saa nneɛma no because to be example bi sɛ wokɔ Real Madrid a ɛden sɛ ɛden sɛ support anaasɛ public no bɛnya kwan akɔhwɛ Madrid training sɛ nyɛ bi a team no anaasɛ coach na ɛyɛ sɛ yɛmfa supporters mmra anaasɛ yɛmfa media man na mmɛhwɛ deɛ ɛkɔ so no a ɛnyɛ adeɛ a yɛbɛnya access akɔhwɛ saa nneɛma no nti sɛ bi ana nyame yɛ adoma na wɔn wie Pobiman na ɛbɛtumi ayɛ nti do baabi koraa no yes na all Africa games no kwana kɔmɔ hwɛ no mu sɛ kɔmɛtumi use Pobiman facilities no nti yɛnti Nsɛm-Togbe Afede ekafa stadium no mini stadium no ene wall no ene nneɛma ɛkɔ so Pobiman no ene tam on bewie no yɛnti Nsɛm-Togbe Afede ekafa no.
I mean, how many clubs in our sub-region can boast of this? A whole commercial center and Pobiman. So infrastructure-wise, the only thing that we would need a stadium. It puts us streets miles ahead of our competitors. So it's indeed a big relief. Because it wasn't an easy decision. It wasn't an easy decision to commit to this. Because he couldn't commit and then fail to complete. See what I'm saying? So it wasn't an easy decision. Pobiman was not an easy decision. Those of you who have built houses before, imagine the cost of walling 1 acre of land. Now we have walled 20 acres of land. Even the decision to wall the whole place was not an easy one for us. But we thought that we just must do it. Once we were building valuable assets there, we need to protect those assets, you see. And again, there's one thing that is very important. When you go to Madrid, you can't go and watch Real Madrid training. You can't. I mean, it doesn't show seriousness when your training is open to the public. So even your opponents can come and spy on you on the eve of matches. That's why we suffered. You see, walling Pobiman means that nobody can come watch our training unless you're allowed to. That's very, very important. When I went to Bonabo and I was happy that, it's almost 3, they'll come and train us. They say, hey, they don't train here. Training is a special thing. They train at a separate place where nobody goes unless you're allowed. So walling Pobiman gives us the advantage. Now we can almost be training like behind closed doors. And on special days that the coach says, hey, journalists come, fans come, then of course it's open to the fans journalists. You see, a lot have been taken into consideration in doing everything that we are doing by way of infrastructure. The only thing left after maybe another 2 months at Pobiman will be the hotel that we have to build, yes, and the stands around the mini stadium. Aside those, the only other thing left has us to do stadium. It puts us streets ahead of many of the teams. Our coach said, even in North Africa, maybe 1 or 2 clubs may have what we are having at Pobiman. You see, so I think this is a big relief. It means in future we don't have to think about these things. When others are thinking, fancy until recently, we hop from place to place looking for a place to train. When we found one, the bus had to leave maybe 5 hours ahead and pick people from all over. So the first player who is picked may sit in the bus for 5 hours before getting to them, And when they close to the same thing, they have to go around and drop people. Now our players are living next to the pitch. If you're a serious player, you can train at dawn on your own. You can train in the morning, you can train in the afternoon, you can even wake up at night and say, hey, let me go and do some training. It's a big step. Those who understand football where it's going, they will appreciate it. But the people who know, Abedipele was at Pobiman, yes, and he showered praise on us. He's seen it all. You see what I'm saying? All who have been out, who know what is happening, they appreciate what we have done.
The family, Same dodo na frame tuga kutuku the ton down ho ne building materials udu kutuku ha dia bibia hia fa down ho no ye wo bi the ton cement the ton iron rods the ton dadoa the ton paint bibia edisi dan ye wo bi ye wo assassin so wo ho of a half plot ye bi nya bi amount down no so ye nkasa so timi si eton wo assassin so na pesi sima wa ye timi sima afenso ye nkasa so timi eje contract no bibia woda ho de wo be do to ga enterprise na ye nyama wa na menim bia wo pa ye nya ebo no so ye bo a wo fo mo pa ko se hu se wi aside ene ma bo wo soro nti ye so bo a ye so betimi da bo a society no ene se be ma ye ne ma bo aba form se ne be ye nya fo abofo bia so betimi ato enti no wo do to ga enterprise na wo pe da ho ne ma dia kotoku die minim die ne ma bo form se ye die eni bia fe no ba beba eni ma so ye ne ma papa ye adwuma so ye adwuma papa auto smith delivery ye wakwanya bi bree ewo sa ne ma no to go enterprise there that's what we are say open smith open iron rods open paint padlock barrow headman shovel bia woda ho plywood na yo se best so bia ntwe na nhwe ha udu kotoku pa na so pe eda ho ne ma dia aso pa market ha ye number dodo na anim a wo hia ya oben ya 0244 87 56 99 020 87 56 99.
Any sema to be afede a kind project na e cost no so far phobia house no koy no and some of the kotu ja ye gidis ye hu hia say my supporters ete na supporters any je hu say papa no e boy dwuma papa no e bo no no mutimi talent no we e sema e ko eso ho a ye de ebro na e baka che say asase sem na de e hu hia asase abeda ho waja say akoti dinyaade Winneba road on makoti 2 plot kama anwe eguso blocks eguso saso na abo so eguso ana foundations so ewo so 2% asase na part of frame a ebetima bo na so sentimeka saso na kodua so bobia so road ne so what I say so asase abeda 1 plot kama water tank esi so yes abo eguso anwe eguso enti opesa asase na blocks so eguso opesa asase na frame numbers na wo screeners na ebe ma ne asase ru na kasa na also what my fast as na ayo japade ye de person de bia we kepos kwane so Winneba kwane so ma hona asase no apeda nti ye fa video no ensi ase what I say na emrepem na no catch us say mo exclusive bia me de bebro yes my next video no me beba na so hu sema ekos wasefo
enuanum ni adofo se si a obi adi mo dance se sikaye ayaya se Ghana sika no ai se de wo yi wo hwemu yi no ya intimate sources of bomb na sika ni bi sidan ya na ohwehwe adwumaku ama na bodan so amawa meso sabepe roof expert hu extra kwan omudi dwuma bi ti say PVC rain gutters and downpipes self lock irotile IBR standard sheet any woodworks obahu roof expert extra kwan ewo Kumasi Ejiso omosawa branches ni bi wo Abisim Sunyani Goso ene Ghana Hanina Ubetinya Fair Roof Experts ewo 0245 79 7476 so wa broche na so bi dan so boy offer Ubetinya Cheda Sandy Roof Experts made the same thing na amount so mo bodan so ma wa eti se dia kwasi broni di nensa na ya amount ewie ebo nsu oto unsu ore na se badan so body a Roof Experts na betimi don wa 12